The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist. 'Cause sometimes we just feel mediocre. The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist. I am mediocre, you are mediocre, and that's not that bad.
It's Sunday night, and that means it's time for another episode of The Mediocre Dentist. Mediocre Dentist. I'm mediocre, you're mediocre.
And that's not that bad.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, our fans. Welcome back to another episode of The Mediocre Dentist. I am your mediocre host, Dr. David Galler.
And I'm your mediocre co-host, Dr. Andrea Dernisky.
Tonight, we're talking about dental school. So put on them throwback hair, throwback glasses, throwback shirts. We back in dental school. For some of that's a couple of years ago. For some of us, that's a decade ago. For me, it's 25 years ago.
17,
For
18.
you, 17 years ago. But I think
18.
this is applicable even if you went to dental school 30, 40 years ago.
Yep.
Pull up a glass of brandy, lean back, get on your treadmill, fire it up your Spotify in your car. We're talking about dental school on this episode. Now, it was such an impactful part of my life. It was such a huge 4 years. It's left an indelible mark on me. Like, it's still there.
It's still there, but I've also buried it so deep that it took me a minute, knowing that we were going to talk about this today, to resurface it. Because there's a lot of emotion.
There's a lot of emotions. We both got married during dental school.
Yep.
Not to each other.
Nope.
We got married to other people.
Round one.
A lot of major soul-searching part of my life during dental school. I'm going to make it. I am not going to make it. I'm good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm breaking down.
I wasn't too troubled about those things. I just assumed on the other end of it, everything was going to be okay. And that naivety might have actually fared well for me. The bigger thing for me was like the sociological experiment of it, or the psychological evaluation of it, and getting to know different kinds of people, watching them evolve, break out into different characters, which we're going to talk about today. And just, seeing even from like the teacher perspective and the teacher-student, instructor-student kind of relationships. And those left indelible marks on me and definitely encouraged me to I don't know, I guess be a different way.
So let's talk about that, before we get into the episode. The episode is called The 5 Types of Kids in Dental School. Yeah. Like, not that everybody falls into the category.
Yep.
But not everyone falls into one of these categories, but every dental class has these 5 people in it. That's how I'm viewing it.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's talk a little personal experience. Did you know anybody going into dental school? Did you know any of the kids in your class going into dental school? Or did you just show up and you're like...
Zero.
How many people were in your class?
We had, I believe it was 40.
40?
Yeah.
That's so
Canada.
cute.
I know.
I'm so Canadian cute.
I know.
40? Did you all bake cookies together?
We were a very tight class, years 1 and 2.
40, wow.
But we were with the med students, so we did the first 2 years with them.
Right.
So it was a big ass class.
We could probably do a whole episode just on how traumatic that was. I think I'd be traumatized if I was with the med students.
We routinely kicked their ass. It terrified me. So I was like, I want you guys actually like outscoring, outperforming in absolutely everything. You're going to be doing my surgery one day.
That would be hard on me.
Saving my life.
We had, I went to the University of Pennsylvania, which is an Ivy League school. And we started the class with 102.
102. All right.
102. We got about 10 dropouts.
You had 10 across the 4
10.
years? Did you guys get any international students? We got those in
I'm
third
not
year.
including the international people. I'm not including them. They showed up third year.
Okay. They're people too.
I know, but it's like some of them were like 40-year-old, 50-year-old.
Yeah.
They had been dentists. They had been, some of them had been instructors in other school. Some of them didn't even know the names of the teeth. It was weird.
Oh, no, I didn't like that. But
like,
most
you
of
get
them,
one guy who show up and he's like, "Hey, this guy's an oral surgeon in Ecuador."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, cool. I just placed 3 implants here." We're like, "The school doesn't even place implants." And he's like, "Yeah, no, I found them. I just brought him from home. I placed him." And then you'd have another one, and you're like, "He's a dentist from Somalia," and he's like, their upper and lower teeth. Like, it was weird. Like, some of them dentists came in and they were like,
it was quite,
this is funny. This is a joke that I'm doing in MOD.
Oh, I
and
felt
other
bad.
dentists were like, I'm not familiar with a handpiece.
And it was expensive for them too. They got charged extra. I felt bad.
You think you could do that? You think you could ever go to another country?
Well, I thought about that. I mean, I did marry an American. And
I married a Canadian.
Oh,
No,
You
but I'm
got the
saying,
short
let's
end of the
say we
stick.
picked up and we moved to Bolivia. And Bolivia's like,
no.
you need to go to 2 years of dental school and then you can be a dentist here in Bolivia.
Depends on the variables. Would I love the opportunity to go back and redo how I did everything in dental school? Yes. Even in college, like I'd take different courses at this stage. I'd try to be a more well-rounded human. If we had the financial capacity for me to just go back to school and like redo all that, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
No, I'm not talking about going back to UBC.
I understand.
Canada.
No,
I'm
I
talking
mean,
to like
no.
House
I
Hunters
know.
International.
I understand. We want to live in some, I don't know.
Here's how
We're going to
every
Europe.
House Hunters International episode starts. David and Andrea wanted to leave the rat race of downtown Vancouver.
Yes.
So they picked up their 6 children and they moved to St. Martin. Now they live in St. Martin,
I'm
where Andrea
saying-
works from 10 to 1 and David just plays golf every day.
Okay.
Let's see what their life looks like. And then we got to St. Martin and they're like, cool, we know you're a dentist, but in order to
You
be a
get to
dentist
start
in St.
all
Martin, in Guadalupe, we'd like you to do 2 more years of dental school. So here's a pathology
I would do
book.
it. I would do it if financially we could hack that and it wasn't going to set us back too far. I'd love to go back there. I love taking tests. I love being evaluated. I am a
How did
sick,
marry
twisted.
her? She
I know.
likes taking tests.
I know.
Oh my
I'm a
God.
weirdo. But you know, you get out and then there's nobody evaluating you anymore. You don't know where you stand in this world. Just got to hope that you're making patients happy. But no one's actually critically evaluating. I like that.
You like the
live for
critical
that.
evaluation.
Love it.
Every time I critically evaluate what you're wearing, you lose your mind.
You never do.
I critically evaluate how you look on the podcast and we don't talk for weeks afterwards. I feel like I call
It's all bullshit.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
to your critical evaluation. You hate if anybody critically evaluates you. You can't even stand it. Nobody ever, I have never seen somebody critically evaluate you and you'd be like, thank you very much.
I don't take it well from you, but that's different. You're my husband.
Who
My
do
hus-
you take it well from?
I don't necessarily take it well. I don't. Okay, no, I don't take it well.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
I can then reflect back on it, and I like getting that kind of feedback.
From
that
me?
I do. I don't think I ever. No, but you don't. You know me well enough, and you don't want to poke the bear. So I
From
think
your mom?
I see where you're going with this,
From
and I
the
think
kids?
I'm just.
If one of our 6 kids was like, Mom, I think you're not doing this great, you're okay with
No, I
that
think-
critical evaluation?
I think that's how you grow as a person. I'm okay. I am okay with that. No, you're both okay.
We both independently went back in our Rolodex of our minds,
Yes.
went through all the kids in our specific dental school class, and we tried to find 5 types of interesting cats. So let's go one by one, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I also have 7.
and then
I could choose
so that's
5.
12. Let's see how many.
That's 14. 7 plus 7 is 14.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
I appreciate you critically evaluating my math,
math skills?
I am not disappointed or
No.
destroyed by it.
Okay.
It will not be a topic later on tonight at dinner or anywhere.
Okay, Svetlana.
Let's go through your 7, my 7.
Okay.
That's a total of 14.
Okay.
We're going to cut out 9
Okay.
and 5 we're going to agree on
Okay.
every
And
single
we'll see what the audience
here's what
has
we
to
need.
say.
This will be the opener also. Every single dental school class has these 5 people. Your job, day 1,
Mhm.
figure them out, stay away, or use them to your benefit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's like the CIA. You got to figure out.
I
who's
wish I
who.
wouldn't. I didn't know that at first. I was so naive.
So I went to dental school. I knew one guy in my class.
Did you? Okay.
One guy. We both
that's
graduated
nice.
from the same undergrad. Howie
Yep.
Abrams. If you're listening to this, shout out. Still a great friend.
Mhm.
Actually treats my bubby, 101-year-old grandmother in Miami, and Howie takes great care of her, or
I
did
love
for
that.
many, many years. Just an amazing guy. We just got along. I drove him every day to dental school.
Mhm.
We were buds. It was nice to go. We weren't friends in undergrad.
Yep.
We were acquaintances, but we grew to be tight friends. Till this day, I see him I met him, and we meet in international places, which is weird. We were in Greece. We met him. You met him?
Yep.
And we were in Israel. I met him. He's just a great bud. But he was the only dude I knew going in. Oh, no. There was one other guy I knew.
In a different grade class?
We were all in the same undergrad. There were two from my undergrad. We all went together to Penn.
Cool.
So I knew them. And that was a good head start. But after that, everybody was a stranger.
Yep.
Stranger danger. All right. So the first one's easy on my list. And that's pretty much, you hear it more in law school classes. You hear it in medical school, is the gunner.
The gunner.
The gunner. Gunner. Yep. I picture like a short, blonde, woman, very smart, high intellectual status, needs everyone to know how smart they are, needs to be the teacher's pet, sits in the front row, takes impeccable notes, needs that
affirmation
from the instructors, needs to be best.
So funny enough, my number one similar, I call it like the keener or the kiss ass.
Keener and gunner, I think, are the same.
Yeah.
Tell me about a keener.
Tell me about a keener?
Yeah. What does a keener look like?
In our class, it wasn't the blonde. These are people who tended to be a little bit more mature students. They had already kind of figured out life. Maybe it just happened to be their personality type as well. But yeah, they always were, I guess, forging those relationships. They did the exact opposite of one piece of advice I was given when I first went in, and that was across the board from anyone above you: fly under the radar. Don't be too good. Don't be too bad. Just hover in the middle. Fly under the radar.
Why?
Because if you're too good, you got a target on your back.
Oh, if you're too good, you got a target from the other kids.
Not just that, but sometimes it's like the instructors, and perhaps I'm wrong in evaluating this, but it's like they came at you. They wanted to humble you.
I didn't experience that.
No?
I feel like you were a gunner.
I was not a gunner, which is interesting because I
feel like you fit the profile of like the legally blonde, top student, always put together, notes in there, never late to class, studying
True
hard.
story. David Galley could not be more wrong. Ask anybody in my class. I didn't wear a drop of makeup the entire 4 years.
I didn't say makeup. I just said...
No, I wasn't put together. Like, even some people would come up to me sometimes, and they'd be like you're pretty girl, you should put on some makeup sometime.
Who said that to you?
Other girls in the class.
Dudes?
Guys. Not guys, sorry. Girls, sorry.
Girls in your class would come up to you as a 22-year-old woman.
This was my first exposure to the Persian culture. No, Persians are they can sometimes even be brutally honest. They don't mean anything negative by it. They were just trying to encourage me to do the right thing. And they're like,
for what purpose?
You're
they
not
want to
trying.
Date you?
No, I didn't want to date me.
I
think they were just giving me some constructive criticism.
Oh, we know how well you do with constructive criticism.
It ruined me, but I was like, you know what? I am still not going to put on makeup. I really didn't try very hard at all when it came to my appearance. I came in as somebody who it was obvious that I was of a lower socioeconomic status than most of the people in my class. I had never eaten sushi. I grew up on like McDonald's. And it's not to say that I didn't have things, but everyone had a certain level of culture and, I don't know, world experience. And I didn't have that. So I felt a little bit insecure by that. And
even though you made it to dental school, it's not like you're a hobo off the street.
No, I
went to college and you went to dental school. There's a certain level of class and professionalism that
being
automatically comes up. Oh, you were in your own head.
I was in my own head, for sure.
Okay. I kind of feel like you were an A+ achiever. Did you sit in the front row?
I didn't.
Where did you sit?
Can I tell you an honest story?
Yeah.
Because I learned a very bad habit in college. I can't even believe I admit this. I didn't enjoy going to class. There was sometimes if I could get away with not going to class. You're a
cutter.
I'm a cutter.
That's one of my people. Cutter.
I was a cutter.
Oh, I have a cutter on my list.
I know.
You cut classes?
I didn't go to practice after. Yeah.
You cut class just
a lecture. Are you writing this down? Are you going to
let people know? I want to remember who my wife is.
Oh, good Lord.
You're a cutter. That's one of my people. Oh my God, you're a cutter.
I am, and I don't know what that was. I did live far away from the school at one point in time, and that factored into it. But it was just You just didn't want to go to class. Did your class have notes? I don't know if I have.
Did you have the verbatim notes? Did they do that notes thingamajig?
Every class was different. It depended what the topic was. But
Wow. How'd you learn the information?
I did go to the vast majority. I don't do well in a class setting. I can't do well when there's a lot going on around me. I think if I'm to look back on it, I probably have a touch of ADHD, and I'm just very easily distracted.
ADHD doesn't have anything to do with sitting with people around you.
Being able to focus, I can't when I'm distracted by things around me.
Everybody's just sitting, looking forward.
I am distracted. I can become distracted by just about anything when there's that many people.
So
I could
why do
feel
you cut?
I
You
don't.
paid all this money to go to dental school to learn.
I agree. It's very interesting.
There's a cutter. I get it. What else did you have that was so important that you just wanted to blow off class?
A long drive home in traffic.
Huh. All right, well, I'm going to tell you a story. Because I have a classmate that you know,
Yes.
and we're just going to say his name because he's self-confident. But my friend, Ali Kanani,
Yeah.
arguably top 10 orthodontist in British Columbia right now.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
He was my instructor at UBC, actually. Yeah.
Ali Kanani is a classmate of mine, University of Pennsylvania. He has honestly today built an empire,
Yes.
not once,
And
but twice.
came back. Yeah.
In British Columbia.
Yes.
Built one, sold it, now built another one. We know his wife. They are fantastic dentists and do
people.
incredible, and they're
Yeah.
also good friends of ours, and does incredible orthodontics. He's a top 10 ortho in all of British Columbia, probably
Yep.
Western Canada.
And a brilliant mind. This is a
Brilliant
beautiful
mind.
mind.
He didn't go to a single class first year. It was like a running joke. He had a DVD business he was running from his
I love
apartment
this.
in 1998, a la Netflix, instead of going to class. He didn't go to any, only he would show up for his test.
That is so random because how I reconnected with him after dental school, do you know where I saw him and his wife?
Where?
We all three of us had front row tickets and backstage access to
Oh, I know this one. Justin Bieber concert.
Justin Bieber.
Ali Kanani is a Bieberite.
They love all concerts and they just do this, but seeing them there and knowing that we were all that level of ridiculous was epic.
There are cutters. You're
Yeah.
a cutter. So I thought you were a gunner, but you're a cutter.
I love that Ali also is. I feel now
A
better
cutter.
about it.
Cutter. Apparently, going to class has no relationship to how well you will do in school.
Or in life.
In life.
We're both doing okay.
He cut every class.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think he knows what modified bass is today. Doesn't matter.
Don't
got it.
matter.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hit me one from your list. So we got gunner, cutter. Are we both agreed those make it in?
Yeah, 100.
So we have 3 spots
100.
left. That's going to be hard.
Oh, geez. Okay, I had the schemer.
Schemer.
Or the plotter.
Oh, tell me about that.
Well, this person was, I think, who I'd want to be if I went back. Not in the negative context, but understood how to play the game. I didn't go into this with any sort of business sense, still don't have it, but I didn't have a plan of attack.
What do you mean? Are we talking class or clinic?
Class and clinic. Class, fine. Finding that sweet spot of flying a little bit under the radar, being known by the teachers, showing that, trying to get as much information as I possibly could have. I think I could have done better there.
Yeah.
But just
and we call
by
that the schemer?
Schemer, I mean,
Schemer sounds negative.
it's more, I know, and that's why it's more like the wheel and dealer. They knew how to get
Let's call it the gamer.
the gamer. Okay.
Person who knows how to game the system.
I like that. That's
Gamer. I
got a
wanna write
much
that
more
down.
positive connotation.
Gamer.
And they knew how to get all of their credits at the right amount of time so that they could just be focusing on the things that they
Kosher,
liked.
but gamer.
Totally.
I'm a gamer.
You're a gamer.
I'm a
I
gamer.
believe that. That makes sense.
I
to
was
me.
able to assess both classes
Yep.
and clinic. In a class, I'd be able to figure out what's important and what's not, and
Okay.
then focus on what's important. They'll be like, there's a group project that's a lot of fun, but there's also a midterm that's 90%. And then a lot of people
Yes.
would spend time on the group project, and I'd be like, hey, this isn't where you should spend your time.
Yeah.
This is going to be a multiple choice test at the end. That's where we got to put our.
Yes.
So I'd half-ass it on the group project,
Yes.
crush it on the test, and I'd be like, hey.
Brilliant.
Or
Yeah, brilliant.
here, classic clinic example. In Penn, we had patients come in, we have to do procedures on them, but you also have to get the patients to pay for the procedures, which is half the battle. You could have a
Yes.
treatment plan and
Yep.
you're like, this costs money, that costs money. These are very, very poor people
Yes.
of Philadelphia. They only have a certain amount of money to spend. So I
Yeah.
realized that there was no requirement for x-rays,
Oh, so.
but yet there
yeah.
was a charge for x-rays.
Yes. Yeah.
So I would take x-rays on my patients
Yeah.
as needed, but I wouldn't charge them for
Brilliant.
it.
Yep.
Wouldn't put any paperwork in. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
But then the patient would have the money to spend on a crown, on a
resto,
filling. So I
whatever.
wouldn't hit them
Yep.
with
I
things.
like that.
They were like, scaling root planing is really nice. I was like, yeah, but I just need 6 of them. and I got all 6. So
That
I have a patient who has limited funds. We're going to go, in the real world, we go scaling, root planing, then restorative, then
Yes.
pros. In this world, I was like, we're going to go crowns first
yes.
because I need more of those.
Yes. Yes.
And they're harder to get. Then I'll go restorative. And that's why I was done by Jan of my 4th year.
And our class, like there was people, myself included, where just the patient pool that we had didn't actually fulfill all of them. And they still graduated.
People
I think I
were,
had done like 2. It was crazy.
I was
absolutely
actually
crazy.
like a benefactor. I was giving my patients
Yep.
or / my dental work
Yep.
to other dentists so that they could just kind of burnish the amalgam, get the
Yes.
credit on and go. I also knew how to work the instructors. So I'm a
Oh.
gamer. I'm a
Yeah.
gamer. I knew the type of instructor that would like me,
Yes.
and I gravitated towards them.
Yeah, fair.
Male, 40 to 50, 55,
That was your sweet spot?
likes to schmooze, likes
Yep.
sports, likes entertainment, likes to talk, news, politics, and I would just spend all my time with them.
Yeah, brilliant. See, I didn't play any of those games.
I'm a gamer.
Didn't even know how to. I was far too naive. Naive is just the word.
Okay, I had re-engaged course last week. There were
Yeah.
50 doctors who came, and I thought that would be a great time to test market this concept on
Cool.
them.
Yeah.
So this really fun doctor,
Yeah.
who I really liked, his name is Jaspreet Parmar.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great guy, sat all the way in the back. I was running that. He goes, "Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
How about the undercover gunner?"
Undercover gunner. So is this like
This is the person who pretends they didn't study.
Ooh, I had the
pretends they
fake
don't
failer.
know anything. Oh my God, I didn't study. Oh my God, what's the test on? Oh my God, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail. 100.
I called that guy the fake failer.
Fake failure.
The fake failer.
Oh.
Because that they set the expectations so low for themselves and then they fucking crush it.
They kill you,
Every-
right?
They're like, "Oh, I didn't
my
even
God."
study. I
You're
didn't
like,
have
"Oh my
time.
God, I'm
I didn't-
hungover. I'm
I
hungover.
couldn't-
I'm not
I
gonna
know,
study. I
I
didn't
know.
study." You're like, "Oh my God, me too.
I
And they're
know.
like, "What'd you get?" 60, 100.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I can think of a person who is that. But
Undercover
they're
gunner,
so
the
sweet. They're
fake
sweet
failure.
people, but it's so annoying.
What's the psychology behind that?
I understand personally stating to the universe and believing wholeheartedly that I'm going to fail at something and playing out the worst case scenario. I've mentioned this before, and it's just kind of how I do.
Yep.
And then when the bar is so low and you're so stressed, it like inspires you to study more because you're so convinced that you're going to do poorly.
But
that you
telling
end up
everybody
doing
that?
I don't know that I.
Why? I understand saying in your own head,
Because
I'm gonna fail. That's a motivator
I think
to do.
when you're-
But why tell everyone around you that you're gonna fail?
I think it's just this weird projection thing. Like you're just putting it out there, and you want to believe it yourself, and so that if it does go poorly for you, that you're like, I already managed my expectations for this.
Oh,
I
you've
don't
already
know.
let everybody down.
I think so.
It's
I don't know.
very standoffish. Like it really pisses people off.
It's not a great move. I
It's
agree.
It's not endearing to the
it's
people
not
around
endearing.
you. All right,
Okay,
what else you
next
got?
one.
So we got so far the ones that made the top so
Ooh,
far: Gunner,
ah.
Keener, Gamer.
Okay, this
Cutter.
one.
I don't know about the undercover gunner, fake failure. I'll put that as a subcategory.
Yeah, fine. I'm gonna go with the targeted or
The targeted. Talk to me about
or
that.
the we'll just call it the fucked. These are the people that, and this is the most triggering for me because we had quite a bit of this in our class. These people, for whatever reason, they got pegged as the ones that were going to get rode hard by the instructors.
Oh.
Never got passed on their things. I saw their work. It looked like it was comparable to everybody else's.
The
And
targeted.
They just, I don't know if
Could
there's
do
like
no
a,
right.
they couldn't do right. Could not do right. It led to such profound, actual physiological issues. Like they had medical problems that developed from the stress that was put onto them. And
How many are we talking out of the 40?
I can think of 5 off the top of my head.
5 out of 40.
I didn't like it. Was hard to watch. It was harder to watch because we were a tight class, especially in the first couple of years. I just didn't see the point of it. That's what, remember I was talking about like the sociological experiment. Like why would an instructor think to do that? Because if you're there and you've paid that amount of money, I think every instructor should work to make someone empowered better. The 1,000 hours or whatever, if you do something for 10,000 hours, figuring out a way
Is
to
there any
help that
common
person.
thread between these targeted? They're one race, one type of age, one type of sex, one type of demeanor. Anything that
I don't even want to go down that path. There probably could be, but I don't even want that to be the nature of it. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's
Our
good.
listeners want to know.
They can PM me on Instagram.
Wow.
But the people that know from my
That's like a
class that were
conspiracy.
there, and they know that in the end, when I was on my way out of that school, I did set up a meeting with one of the higher up people, and I it's one of the ones I put on here, the vigilante. I'm like, no, you don't get to treat people this way. And from what I understand from the year that was below us, they did make positive changes for them, and here on out. So, I
So
don't
for
think
those who don't know, I mean, this is UBC legend, University of BC legend, in that in 2008, when you graduated, you went back with a blowtorch. And I've been told this from other people who were in your class and in your school.
I was still
that
in
my
fourth
wife,
year. I was still in
my-
fourth year.
My now wife, who I didn't know back then,
Yeah.
I was already in practice in New York City. You went back with a blowtorch in your fourth year and you burnt that place to the ground.
That's dramatic.
Which is what I am.
It didn't sit right with me. You know me. I can't keep my feelings inside. I have no. I am an emotional person. I feel people I feel people's energy, good and bad. It can be great because I get high highs, I get low lows. But seeing what some of those people had to experience, it was for no good reason, and it wasn't because they were a threat.
And you thought,
to
before I get my diploma, I'm gonna go tell these adults.
it was a probably
'cause we're
bad
kids.
idea.
We're kids. I'm
I'm
gonna
an
tell
adult
this
too.
50-year-old dean, this 60-year-old dean, what's up?
I
For
did
what end?
because I don't think that it has to be that way, and I was okay.
And you think that would make a change?
No, I don't know if I thought that it would or not. I think just the way that I'm hardwired, I can't even see that part. I can't be sitting on that information, knowing that people are struggling and just be like, yeah, that's cool. It's not. It wasn't cool. And from what I understand, some positive change did come from it, and they did come down on people who were treating the kids, who were adults, treating people really poorly. So
good for you.
So yeah, I called that the vigilante, but we didn't have many. I wasn't alone in that meeting, by the way.
I call it, maybe this is the same.
Yeah.
You call it the targeted. I call it the pity. Like, there were some kids in our class, and I was like, nothing went right for them.
Okay.
Just nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
some of it was self-caused, but
Mm.
like, sat down to do a patient, forgot to requisite the right instruments.
Oh,
Got to a
okay.
final, didn't have a pen.
Oh, okay.
Missed a class where they were like, here's where we give you the password to get into class. Had a pager, lost the pager. Had a key to open a locker to keep your scrubs, lost the key, lost the locker, can't remember what name it is.
Yeah. I think
I call it the pity. I was like,
they're along
"Ah,
the same lines,
shikes."
but the one that I'm talking about, they didn't do anything to deserve it. So
Did they go? Mine went into there were 5, like just,
all mine are just, they're GPs and they're still practicing. They're successful from what I know.
mine went in, 2 particularly went into pediatric dentistry.
Interesting.
Figure
That
can't
would
screw a
be-
tooth up that bad.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
takes a special type of person.
I got the gunner keener, I got
Yep.
the gamer, I got the cutter,
Yep.
the targeted.
Mm-hmm.
How about the artist?
Yeah, I had golden hands.
Golden hands.
Yeah.
Mine was Ryan Salinger.
Yeah.
No one touching Ryan.
No one's touching
No
Ryan.
one.
We had a few artists.
Golden. I was like, I looked at his stuff and I'm like, why are they letting me be a dentist?
Yeah.
The patients should know there's a better dentist to go to than me.
Yeah.
It's you, Ryan. I might be able to quick jokes.
Yeah.
I'll be like, if you want a joke, come to David Galler. If
Yes.
you want a closed margin, go to
Yeah,
Ryan.
Go to Ryan. Yeah, we had a couple of great people that were exceptional. Whether they were gentle with patients, like you could just tell that they were going to be great.
Wait, now I'm not talking about great with patients.
No,
I
I
was
know.
great with patients.
I'm saying when I said
golden hands. Works of
golden
art.
hands for me wasn't just the work of art. That was like you had like a touch to you. Like you were like the Midas touch.
No. Patient interaction, that's a whole different game.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
talking about pre-clinic, working on a typodont. Holy crap, that looks
Holy
good.
crap! Yeah, like how did you? Like,
I think you were probably golden hands.
my hands were pretty good. But yeah, the people that we had
Golden
we had
hands.
a good-
Nobody's ever cut a crowd before.
Yeah.
One looks different than the rest.
Yes.
Golden
agreed.
hand kid.
Golden hands. Yep.
Golden hand kid.
Okay, we agree.
I'll call him. All right, I got. How about the moocher? What does that mean to you?
The moocher. Okay, along those lines, and it kind of fit into the schemer. Is the person
I don't like the
is
schemer.
getting-
It's called the gamer, and I'm a gamer.
I know, but
Just
this
means
is,
I figure out systems quickly.
but this schemer, moocher, whatever, like a moocher is kind of a schemer.
No.
A mooch person, from what I am thinking in my head, and I have a specific person. This person befriends all the right people that have all the past tests, and they're mooching off, and they are not putting in any of the work. They just expect everyone else to do it for them. And they're kind enough, or they establish the right relationships. That's where I felt it was a bit schemy, and gamey even. Like you're playing a game because you know who's got all the good stuff, and you're gonna mooch it off of them.
The gamer gets the good stuff himself. The moocher then comes to the gamer and goes, I understand you found a guy in Arkansas who had this bio test.
Yes. Yeah.
So I understand you did the work to find the test
I like it.
in some cave at the University of Pennsylvania. The moocher's like, can you just
there.
give it to me?
Yep.
The moocher's like, I missed all the classes.
yes.
Can you just tell me what's on the test?
Yes.
The moocher goes, I don't have any patience. Can you give me some patience?
Yes.
Can you share your wax with me?
Yes.
Can you share your lunch with me?
Yeah.
We're going out for drinks. Hey, do you mind if I grab a ride with you?
Yeah.
The moocher just like establishing relationships with people.
Yes.
What can you do for me?
What can you do for me?
I do nothing for myself.
Yeah.
I don't have food. I don't have bed sheets.
Yes.
I don't study for the test. I don't got nothing. I'm just mooching.
Yeah, 100%. See, those all make the list, though. I don't know. We have to rename this episode. How many was that in total?
I got
Top
gunner.
14?
I got gunner, gamer, cutter, targeted / pity,
Yes.
artist / golden hands,
Yeah.
and the moocher.
Okay.
So we got 7.
I think none of those deserve to be taken off the list.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Any others? What do you got? I got one more. What do you got?
It was just the fly under the radar, but that's not a person.
That's not a
that's
person.
what you should strive to do.
Unless your school's targeting you.
Unless, well, you should endeavor to not raise too many eyebrows,
No.
get too much attention,
maybe.
garner too much attention. Yeah.
I got one more.
What do you got?
The class mom.
Ooh, I do like the idea of that. I don't know.
What does that mean to you?
We have a mom at the office. That'd be Jer Bear for sure. That kind of looks out for everybody, make sure that everyone's taken care of. That
What does the class mom mean to you?
the class mom is the one. I don't know. Are they coordinating events as well? They're just making sure that
The
even
class
outside
mom-
of the dental school life.
No.
No?
That's the party planner. I'm not even putting
not
that
even
in
putting that in. Okay.
because that's just society.
Yeah.
The dental class mom
Yeah.
is usually female. In my
Yes.
case, it was female. That's the person who always knew when stuff was what was required.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh my
Well,
God,
we
there's
had, like, class
wait a second.
president.
No, the class
I
president's
know.
like an elected official.
Yes.
That's just the most popular, good-looking person in the class. Okay?
Is that you?
I was vice president.
You're vice president.
Yeah, I really was.
Okay.
Sam Epley was president.
Oh.
If I showed you a picture of Sam Epley,
You're like,
you'd
that's
be
the
like,
president.
can we
Yeah.
find Sam Epley dentist, Sean? Let's find Sam Epley dentist.
Okay.
You look at that guy and you're like, that's the best looking guy I've ever seen in my whole life. Like he
Wow.
looked like he came out of a frat,
Yeah.
the one that made fun of Revenge of the Nerds. Like
Oh,
he was
okay.
like, I was like, whatever you say
All
to
right.
do,
I'm
Sam, I will
excited to
do.
see this picture.
Oh man, he was a
Okay.
good looking dude and he
Okay.
was super nice and personable. He looked like a golf club president.
Okay.
He said, I'll be president. Everyone was like, yeah, no, I don't
Yeah,
think we're
that
having an
makes
election.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
everything
you.
about first minute I met him, I'm like, you feel like the president of the class.
Yeah.
And he was. But then I was actually VP
okay.
because
Not
I
too
was
shabby.
railing against the injustices and I knew how to game the system and I knew where
Yes.
people were coming from. So I was VP, but the only starting second year. I wasn't a VP the first year.
Okay.
I lost my train of thought.
You were saying
Oh,
your
the
last
mom.
one.
Dental
The
school mom. The mom of the class, you're like, hey, everyone has to hand in that bridge. When is it done? And they were like, everyone's got a different opinion. And they're the person like, no, there's an email that got sent out that said on the bottom,
Ooh.
send it in on the 26th. You're like, we're supposed to pay for XYZ.
Yes.
How do we pay? They're like, you have to fill out the form first, then get it to the requisite center, and then file it with
See,
the office.
ours wasn't a girl. Ours was a guy.
But there was always
think
one person in class who
knew,
knew it,
yep.
who knew what to do, when to do it. Remember, there's a lot of
Yeah.
information. There's people saying stuff. There's emails coming in. There's stuff being posted on the bulletin board.
Yep.
There's word of mouth. There's a know-how from the class above us. And the
Yep.
class mom
Yeah. Or class
knew what to do.
dad. And mine, I'm going to give it to Matthew Quinn.
Matthew Quinn always knew what to
nice-
do.
He is just the sweetest, most lovable person.
But they
Just
knew. Like if we're like,
they knew.
hey, when's the
Knew
last day
everything.
to schedule a patient?
Knew everything.
Clinic's going to be closed on Martin Luther King Day.
Yep.
He knew it, didn't know it. You can schedule patients.
Yes.
Clinic number 1's broken down. Do clinic 2. Like one
Didn't
person
say
just
it
knew
with
everything.
conviction, but he was always kind and always trying to help people out.
You believe in the mom?
I believe. Well,
Mom, dad?
Mom, dad.
The mom, dad. Yeah, that's pretty
Class
much
parent.
it.
Class parent.
Class parent. Somebody has to know everything.
Yep.
On them. What else you got? Anything else?
That was my list.
That was me. I got the gunner.
We had some overlap.
Yeah, I think we were able to combine some few. So every dental school class has these people on it. The gunner, the gamer,
Mm-hmm.
the cutter, the targeted,
Mm-hmm.
golden hands, moocher, and the parent.
So not so much top 5.
Yeah.
Are we gonna? I don't think
No.
we narrow it down. That's what it is.
I think we have to narrow it down.
I like it.
All right, whether you graduated dental school or not graduated, see if you can remember these people. Go ahead and email us, themediocredentist@gmail.com. If you agree with our assessments, if you don't agree, if you were one of these people, if you knew one of these people,
Yes.
hit us up.
The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist. 'Cause sometimes you just feel mediocre. The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist. I am mediocre, you are mediocre, and that's not that bad.